Hello, how are you guys? Welcome to Sunday Shogi. That's today named Shogi Sunday because. Welcome. Hi Abigail, hi Board Gamer. Nice to see you here, Seek. Hi. I actually had a very nice, surprising experience like 1 month ago in Shogi Renmei, where a very strong Chinese chess player came. He apparently learned Shogi 2 months prior, and he completely destroyed me. I didn't took him seriously, perhaps because he was using his fingers to check how the bishop moves and stuff like this. And I was like, he has to be a beginner, right? And oh boy, how wrong I was. That happened to me. Pleasant. Meantime, I'm really happy to announce that so far we have 30 different people registered for our Tourney to Series Season 4 tournament. So if you guys would like to join, remember that you have time until July 7th. You register by writing a message on our Discord in the special channel. Yeah, so many. And we just started the registration. There is still 2.5 weeks to go. And we already have this many. In the meantime, I am working on my pairing program. I'm improving it because now that we have Tourney to Queen, it will break some things. So I need to improve it and put some more automatization. Really happy to do so. Pro player gets destroyed by chess and logic. Yes. Hi Mori. Hi Mifa. So, if you guys have any Kifu to share, to be roasted, to be priced, to have fun together, now is the time to share the link in the chat. I have to win a promotion match and reach 1 dan. Well, you can do it, Abigail. You can do it. Telmarch had the same problem. He became 5 dan. He won by Nifu. So if you pray to Nifu gods, you shall graduate as well by Nifu. You can do it. In fact, Abigail should play now and we all should watch it. Slurp. You can send both and I'm gonna watch the last. If we have time, I will comment both. If not, I'm gonna comment one. The Great Nordic Shogi Gods in Niflheim. I have no idea how to read that word, it's so hard. Just ask Time Zombie to play and you will reach Shodan. Yep. And I think you have to play around with somebody who has not less than 200 points difference, if I'm correct. I've been also playing on my other account. Perhaps some of you noticed. I've been trying Yoko Fudori. And oh boy, I know nothing about Yoko Fudori. Yeah, that's why I could not promote with my WSL game of today. I see. Well, let's see. So we have 1 dan is 1,200. Why did my headphone die? $1,200 was it? No, 500. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 people to choose from right now, Abigail. Wait, 1 dan is green? You better get the green, Abigail. You better get the green. Blue is unacceptable for Abigail. I have 2 games against 1 dan. One close and one sided. The close one. Both. So far we have no Kifu. I will be happy to get any Kifu. If you send me both, I might comment both of them. Somebody did Nifu. They lost and they didn't do greeting and he escaped. The greetings are the basics, he says. Alright. 1, 2. Yes, we review the Kifu today. As long as we have Kifu to review. If not, we shall do something else. If the chat says, no, today you shall do this, I shall do that as well. Did we have any options for points for that? Blind Shogi. Oh yes, you can force me to solve Sume Shogi using points as well. Today we go red. Very aggressive color. So we're gonna start with Abigail's game. Okay, Mifa's game as well, alright. Only me against Sanoguma. Looking forward to it. Abigail is Sente, opponent is 1 down. And we are playing 4 Fire Rook. 3rd Fire Rook, alright. Did I say Sente? Oh god, yes, you got it. You know, it's hard to remember that Sente is actually the player who moves first. Obviously, you have the dotted king, so according to Lishogi, that would mean you're Sente, so... No, I'm joking. Yeah, meantime, I wanted to comment that we had a great event yesterday. Journey did so well, and I'm hoping to make commentary of the games much quicker. This one, pick one. I'm gonna take both, thank you very much. I'm gonna make the commentary against Apperi. Ooh, I wanna see that. I'm gonna make the handicap commentary much quicker. Hopefully the first video will be this week. All the games were very, very exciting, and if you guys didn't see it, or if you wanna learn something more in details, soon we'll have that commented version. And then finally I will be able to start working on the new series. And I think we should start from the end game in those new series, because turns out that this is our weakness that is being repeated every time with Katagami Sensei handicap games. Every time somebody messes up in endgame. You guys, your opening is perfect until the endgame. Until the endgame where everybody messes up. So we're playing against Anaguma, the 3rd Fire Rook. I have no idea how to play this Abigail. I'm struggling with this opening myself. Not really happy from this move. But I'm even less happy from this move. Okay, I don't understand our plan in this situation with this silver, just to take the pawn. So I believe he should have went back, force you to drop a pawn. And then maybe target to make a token himself, perhaps. Not bad. 141, not bad. And then you, I believe you're in trouble. Knight now? You played silver here. You play this now, then this rook's gonna promote attacking your rook, right? This is also not good, I think. Because you're playing against Anaguma, right? I don't know, maybe I was thinking about moves like this. So that if he takes, well, the bishop dies, right? No, he wasn't using the engine. He was playing against an engine. If he goes back is the problem, because next they can take it for free. Yeah, this is why I don't like playing this opening, but alright, let's go with it. Let's go with it. You went here, he made this mistake, and then you're capturing the bishop. Very good, yes. Alright, let's go with the flow. Alright, go with the flow. Go back there. I mean, you could have dropped the rook, right? But then there is this knight drop. Maybe that's the problem for us, yeah. Alright, but there is the like the urge of also using the bishop in the attack, but because we have already bishop advantage, I think going back, strengthening your defense is actually good. So he has pawns, lance, and a knight. Okay, he cannot really add. Ah! Why do we take this pawn? Why do we feel the urge to take this pawn? So the worst thing you can do for the gold, and the thing that you're actually targeting in Shogi, is to force the gold diagonally upward. For all the beginners that are here. I'm pretty sure Abigail understands this concept. Because if the gold is here, it protects those squares, right? Can I change the color of the arrow while I'm drawing with one? Guys, I can change the color of the arrows while I'm drawing new arrows. And then once it moves here, but they disappear, unfortunately. It's gonna move here, right? So all the sphere of influence is gonna move. And because this sphere of influence is going to move, you see how much less protected this king is becoming, right? I thought I had to get rid of this unnamed pawn before it becomes a liability. Well, the only thing he can do is to promote it, but then you can take it. Even if he puts the rook on this diagonal, if he promotes, you can take. If he drops a knight, then maybe I would consider taking it. Yes, exactly. If you take it, you actually make it liability. It's called kikashi in Japanese. Kikashi. Forcing move, kikashi. Kiku means to get some profit. So your enemy basically got a profit by forcing your gold out of the position because of this kikashi. And it shouldn't be a kikashi, it should be tenuki, ignoring move, but you made it into a kikashi by answering. Yeah, generally it's not good to move your gold diagonally. You were very conscious, yes, so now you have to change that cautiousness into... Because I know this is going to happen, I should do something else. And yeah, he immediately drops the knight. And here he would be able to promote the knight. No, wait, what am I saying? The bishop is here. Never mind. If the bishop is not here, he would be able to promote it, right? For example. But the bishop is here. Now he drops the lance. And previously he had just a pawn. Suddenly he has a promoted lance. Of course, this attack is not enough. He should have attacked differently, perhaps. Oh, no. Wait, brain. Brain, you're weird today. So in another sense, because he has only knight lance and he doesn't have pawn, instead of going for mutual attack, you're going for a situation where you've exhausted his attack. Exhausted. His attack ran out of steam and you're gonna win. In that case, it would be fine, but it still feels... Okay, so that maybe I'm wrong, and I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong, but I'm gonna put it into play, Shogi. And we're gonna see if the score dropped and how much. I'm pretty curious if my hunch, like if my feeling about this is correct or not. And we don't have many Kifu, we can do it slow, right? You guys can forgive me for taking more time today. So we need to save it first. Okay, meantime, let's continue. Password Hunter 2. No, it was banana. Mori. It's banana. It's always banana. This feels like over defending. He's not threatening much now, right? Because he has no pawn, this is the only reason. He has no pawn in hand, he has no attack. Perhaps you could go and continue the previous idea of extinguishing his attack. But it's always risky, because in Shogi it's really hard to like defend everything. By the pin? What pin do you mean? Oh, on this? It's fine. It's fine. If you drop the bishop, I was wondering if dropping it here is a little bit better, but hello, Jen. What is this move? Alright, I see. But yeah. Oh, this move I don't understand. I mean, I understand trying to escape with the bishop, but... Okay, maybe you're just destroying him. Oh, wait, this is the close game? Looks very one-sided to me. What is this move? Wait, why is this a bad move? I don't understand. So this is a very bad position for you, I believe. Why are we going with the dragon? Okay, still trying to defend everything. Nice knight drop. What is this? I think your opponent is throwing. At this point. Yep, he's just throwing. Never challenge this person again, Abigail. Never. If he ever challenges you, always decline. Always decline his games. This is... Perhaps this is where he gave up mentally. And just starts throwing. Never play with those people. There's nothing you can learn from that. Yes, I asked him if the rook move was misclick, but he never played it. Yeah, never play with this guy again. Yes, maybe it's easy to like farm points, but you're not gonna learn anything. And he was obviously tilting and trolling, and never play with him again. It was very one-sided. Pretty sure that Shogi is gonna confirm that. Very one-sided. Yeah, so the computer says to move the bishop back, right? And it would be equal game. You didn't play this move, did you? No. So this move is good because he will be forced to move his bishop on the diagonal, or if he goes back, you can attack it more directly with the silver end, right? This is better indeed. But yeah, this is obviously better. Yeah, see? The computer also prefers this bishop. Now, going to the main point, which was this pawn drop, we don't take it. We took it, which means we lost 500 points. That's quite a bit, Abigail, 500 points. So basically it means your goal disappeared from the defense, right? It's still winning for you. So in human way, you still have advantage, so perhaps that was good. Because it wasn't a losing move and it kept you advantage, but it lost you some points. As long as your line is below this line, that's great, but we wanna avoid making those mistakes in the future, especially when the position is much closer. I think he's throwing it. Like, look what his dragons do. Here you don't even have to take the dragon, yeah. So the funny thing about not taking is this dragon, that if he goes here and then goes here, you can do the same thing, right? It doesn't matter really. But yeah, we want to take the dragon. Yeah, this kind of mistake will cost you games, definitely. Yeah, but this was one-sided, Abigail. Very well played. So thank you for this. Let's go next. Mori versus Panic. Yeah, it looked dangerous to me too, but he didn't. He lost the whole bishop, which means he was playing a handicap game at that point. Alright, Mori's got the... Mori, can you explain why did you play the gold here? He didn't want to play a Kotori, but... So you had like arrangement about the opening? Yeah, but... Here... You go here. Well, if you wanna go... Yokofudori. You cannot force him to go to Yokofudori. In this case, you can go for Aigakari. And if he opens the bishop diagonal and then move the gold, that's Yokofudori, right? And he still don't have to take the side pawn. His choice to take the side pawn. You can decline taking it. I'm not sure how exactly. I don't remember how, which one is the proper way to do it. But there's a way to decline it. So there's no way you can go for that. And here you're at disadvantage because you can exchange this pawn already. Maybe even take the side pawn, who knows. Huge disadvantage. But we didn't exchange this pawn, okay. Okay. So this is how we try to decline the Yokofudori, but This is not how we do it. I believe we could even like exchange the bishops and go here, which is the Itezonkaku Gawari. Basically, if you cannot exchange the bishops, you should not allow your opponent to take side pawn. No! The whole point is not about taking the side pawn. The whole point is about exchanging this pawn. The exchanging rook pawn is so important in Ibisha games. They say it gives you three things. A pawn in hand, a pawn off the board that would block your silver to advance or block your knight to advance, and a rook that looks straight at your camp or the opponent camp. So for example here, even if he goes back, 1, no blockade on the square. 2, pawn in hand. 3, rook looks directly at bishop's head. And then there is no reason to move the silver here anymore because it's not protecting anything anymore, right? If we have a knight, boom. If we have a lance, boom. So then it breaks, right? If there is a pawn here, that's not possible, right? Sure, we can argue moving the bishop makes it more weak against this kind of attack here, but it's better than allowing an exchange. And on top of that, maybe we can be greedy enough to take the edge pawn, but it was a side note. It wasn't as important as the fact that you can do the exchange here. And now Panic is doing a bad shape here. We talked about moving the gold diagonally upwards. This one is gold upward and takes away good space for the silver, and it's kind of weird in general. There's no castle with this gold here. So usually what you do is like go for Sakata style opposing rook, but because we already pushed this pawn, it doesn't seem good. So there are a few ways to play this position. One which would be take the move advantage from the fact that he has the gold here. If he like corrects his shape, he's gonna lose a lot of moves. So you could simply make an attacking position here and attack slowly, but with time move advantage. But you decided to go even more crazy, which is interesting to me, but it requires perfect play. If you make a mistake, this is bishop gold exchange, right? So if he manages to defend this, you will be in trouble. You move the silver. You drop the gold, which is a heavy piece. He took it. Okay. The other option would be to try to drop the bishop, I guess. Where would you go then, Mori? It would be, I think it would be better than simply taking the gold, because you can get a horse in exchange and still take the gold. Why not pawn drop? That's also possible, but in case of bishop, we can go here, right? And then the knight is unprotected. That was my logic. But indeed, we don't have to take it immediately. I think I calculated, okay. What did you calculate? that I can take the knight pawn to threaten taking knight with gold. Something like this. It looks risky to me, but... kind of fight, isn't it? Because we have time today, we also shall put it to the play okay, so that we can learn together. Did I say play okay? I mean play shogi. I don't remember what I was thinking. Well, this is why we're thinking today together, right? Grolich says, giving gold to Sente, to Gote, I guess. No, to Sente, yes. With a horse on your king's head leads to a beautiful and headache-filled games, just the way I liked them. I see your Yoko Fudori fan. No, it's okay, Rico. You don't have to remember exactly everything, but I was wondering if we have a nice variation here that would explain, or if Mori had some ideas. It's fine. We're at 1Q. As long as we can read 5 moves, 3 moves ahead, it's fine. If we make good shapes, it's fine. So here you got a dragon, which is great. So the move we're wondering about is... yes. You see this beautiful spike? A handsome spike. A very, very handsome spike. So it's 700 points we have lost on that move. Pawn was better, apparently. So apparently if we drop the bishop and move the rook to the side, they would drop the bishop here instead. Yes, but we have pawn to block it, right? So just defend all. Move back. Computer agrees, right? You can see the off by threatening the dragon. In this case, your attack is stopped and the bishop advantage remains. Or disadvantage in this case. It's 1600 points. It's a huge disadvantage. As compared to this position, the disadvantage doubled, basically. So we lost the game within 3-5 moves. I understand what you're saying, right? We're going for... So we're going for silver advantage. Simply speaking, silver advantage. But we need one more move. We need one more move. We need to play this move in order to be strong. And paradoxically, this one move will be our failure because we give chance to our opponent to counterattack. And on top of that, according to the computer, this is defendable. Because if you move the rook to the side, your main force of attack is lost, right? If we take, suddenly our opponent's rook is active. So everything turns upside down. If we go back, unfortunately, the knight is here, protecting this square perfectly, and our rook gets sealed off, which means this guard was too slow. Now everybody makes the same mistakes, boy. And this is why the computer is proposing to drop the pawn. Because in this case, even if the rook is gonna escape, we're not losing the gold, right? In this case... Okay, I'm not sure if I would still go here, perhaps, but... In this case, even though it's a very similar situation, this time we have the silver in hand and a gold in hand. So for the bishop we got 2 instead of 1. Yeah. So the idea of using the rook to attack was correct. The implementation, which was forgetting about the opponent's power of 2 bishops in hand, was the mistake. And underestimating the value, the power of initiative. No. But this is what's difference between Q and down player, basically feeling the speed of the variation. Hydrate, yes sir. I've seen mid-down games where the computer evaluation graph looked like a noise function. They both lost the game in 3 moves many times. Happens to everyone, definitely. The bishop doesn't matter, Mori. They don't matter at this point. They don't matter because the main force of your attack was stopped. The flow of the game was changed. So rather than thinking about this particular rook-bishop exchange, tiny moves, the flow of the whole game just changed, which is bad for you. Speaking of which, the pawn drop was... How much better? It was equal game. It's actually winning for center. No, winning. One eye. 90 points is equal game. It's not winning. Even though it's 90 points for center, it's still very equal. Yes, so it's very equal. I mean, what I wanted to say, would expect much more advantage for you, right? But actually it's not. So even in this position, it's only 98 points. It's not a huge advantage. This gold is not as big hindrance as it looked, basically. It's very slight advantage you have. Here you have the advantage though, 90 points, and there he had, but 90 points is really, really tiny. It's really, really tiny. This is a huge mistake though. Alright, so we understand that the flow of the game changed, right? We learned that. He stopped our attack. Well, in this case, he didn't stop it. In the previous version, he did. In this, we are quite happy. We have a dragon. But we have pieces advantage still. So the question is how we're gonna use our... My question earlier was if after second blocking bishop, if I exchange or not. Doesn't matter. You have to block his rook in that variation. If you exchange the rook, you cannot block his rook, so I guess not. His rook was on 8-8 looking toward our camp. That was the biggest threat. The rook wasn't under attack. Yeah, around here, bishop drop as well, yeah. So the dragon is very slow, you have no attack. It looks scary, but if your opponent goes for the last advantage, slowly build up his position while you can do nothing. Panic would have a better fight. Yeah, this is what a stronger player would go for. You have a dragon, but you don't have the advantage here. You have a material disadvantage. This is why it looks so hard. And this is why you're trying to make tiny moves, because you have no big moves on the board, right? And paradoxically, now that the rook is exchanged, you are able to take piece in hand, or even attack here, yeah. And therefore your opponent starts to be in trouble. This isn't a good move, is it? No, because this is a check attacking the silver. This is why it's good move. Plus there is this gold. Yeah, maybe that's good. This bishop that costed him to drop one move, promote, was deleted immediately. That's kind of sad. Why do you sacrifice the gold like this? Yesterday, Katagami versus Davy. We had the same situation when Davy sacrificed his promoted lands to promote his rook. And Katagami sensei gave advice to take care of your pieces. I open your stream on my PC and on mobile. The echo voice is so scary. There is a button on mobile that you can view only chat, Mifa. You can mute on mobile version. Yeah, and it adds the defender, exactly. So we need to find a different way of attacking. Okay, but in this case you can take this, so it's not as bad. It's not as bad, but it doesn't look good either. How about move like this? Does this work? You're still attacking the gold, allowing this rook check, not adding the defender. Sure, making this gold useless, but better to have this gold useless than putting it in your opponent's hand, right? If he goes here, you can drop the bishop. Just to run anyway. Yeah, so better than giving it away. Your opponent is not respecting your attack. So here, if you go here, you have immediately checkmate threat, so it's kind of tasty looking. And then as he defends, you could drop, you could take this, right? Here you're not retaining anything. Wait, are you? No, 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 I'm lying. There's this bishop. I give you back your honor. It's a good move. Again, we could go here. It's an endgame, guys. It's an endgame strat. You can go here, because even if he takes one of your pieces, it's not defending this drop. Speed. Endgame speed. Wait, Mori, your 2-month subscriber thingy disappeared. What happened to it? Maybe my chat is weird. Yeah, speed. This is very important here. Finally, we do it. I wonder if this move is... Maybe not. I wonder if this kind of move is better. Oh, well, it's okay, it's okay. He resigned here. Even if we defend here. A gold troop. Nice. 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 So Panic was a little bit disrespectful toward your attack at the end. You made a mistake in the opening theory, then you over-attacked on that gold by bishop 5-5, but it's worth trying. Then you attacked here very well, very well. It's all good. And in the end we found his ship perfect ending. It's okay. I mean, sometimes winning games is something that we need to keep being motivated. We don't have to be like, I played bad move, so I have to be punished. No, sometimes it's like good. Because you learned a different attacking pattern, right? Alright, next. Yeah, experimenting, yeah, it feels like it. It seems like this was the biggest mistake, meantime. Here you would have still trouble to break through. Yeah, as we said, you got the fuel. So, did we do Abigail's game already? I think we did, so we're gonna put it a little bit later. Then we have Pound's game. Let's see, the Anaguma game, was it? Oh, Rook Handicap, got it. This bishop move feels weird, but... So the balance of the game is crumbling because Sente is using many like passing moves. It's actually got it, it's attacking in the center. So the silver is like a red flag that the attack is coming in the center. And we have bishop looking at the king. We have a knight that's gonna support it. And we have silver that is gonna come to here. If we go to protect it, then we still don't have an attack. And it kind of looks weird. And we ignored it completely. Alright. Maybe ignoring is a good move, but yeah, diagonally moving gold. No, not again. The diagonally moving gold, guys. The reason why diagonally moving gold is bad is that it takes 2 moves to come back to the same position, which means your opponent can play 3 different moves. Okay, we are a little bit, yeah. And because of that, this fork was possible. Another diagonally. Speed. Now, because the castle is destroyed, we don't care about this. It's all about the speed now. Checkmate. Word of the day. Diagonally moving gold. Yes. Maybe I should add it. I'm gonna add it to my notes. Diagonally. Instead of teaching good moves, we should teach bad moves as well. Mifa, yeah, also Soroshi Sugir, yeah. Bad move of the day, Nifu. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video just for like a bad move, perhaps. Example of bad moves, like mistakes you can make. Bad shapes, perhaps. Shogi proverb. Throw the gold diagonally forward. Yes, this actually is a proverb. So yeah, guys, you can learn from pawn here that this diagonal is very strong for one. Drawing the gold, like using all the pieces, right? Once more, using all the pieces. Drawing the gold forward. Attacking the weakness of your opponent. And using all the pieces. Finally capturing the rook, right? Here it's already bad for center, handicap receiver. Because the rook is not in use. So when I say use all the pieces, on higher level it means find variation where you can use your pieces, right? We move back one more thing. Or do not allow your opponents to push your pieces away. This is how you think on higher level. You know the basic rule, and then you try to build upon it. You know that you shouldn't move the gold diagonally upwards, so perhaps if you want to retake this pawn on here, maybe you should retake it on 5-5 instead, or stuff like that. Or maybe defend with the rook instead. No? 100% of your brain. Well, that's not how brain works, but alright. So, and yeah, let me just see if I missed any move that I wanted to talk about. And yeah, the speed once more, guys, right? The speed in the end of the game. Like this move has no meaning anymore in the end game. This is too slow. Boom. Cha-cha-cha. Dead, right? Speed is all it matters in the end game. In the opening, he allowed me to do what I wanted, yes. There were no strong, aggressive moves, like, from his side. At all. He moved the rook here, then he came back, then he pushed. Not very good. In my last game on Shogi Club 24, I hung my dragon at the end of the game. I didn't even realize until post-game analysis. Unfortunately, my opponent was blind as me. Well, when I was a beginner on Shogi Club 24, I marched my king from here to here and then came back. What my opponent noticed later on was that he had a rook here, and finally he captured my king. In Shogi Club 24, if you guys didn't know, it's possible to escape king capture if your opponent doesn't capture your king. No, it was endgame. So thank you, Mifa. Then we're gonna go... This is also Mifa, this is also Mori, and this is also Abigail. So we're gonna mix it up a little bit. And this is different, this is different. Alright. We're gonna go to Mori's game again. Let's see. Again! The gold! Again! Oh, by the way, this is the only diagonal gold that I am allowing you guys to do, together with Yagura or Mino. Those you're allowed to do. I waited to get punished. Let's see. But they want to play Yokofudori. Alright, let's see. Yokofudori. Alright, so yeah, 3/3 bishop. Okay. There are many moves you can play. Bishop is one of them. Boom. King 5-2. It's the newest Joseki line. And then we take the side. I see you like to live dangerously. Okay, let's start with the simple thing that I don't know much about Yokofudori. 2 days ago, I bought 3 books about Yokofudori, but I still didn't read them because they didn't include the variation that I wanted. And I'm pretty sure here you cannot go for any crazy variation and you have to play slowly. Like silver, a king. A little bit, because Paul is learning Yokofudori, so I have to learn a little bit too, right? Should you learn all openings? Hey, why not? I mean, you probably cannot master them all at the same pace, but playing a little bit of everything seems fun, right? I don't want to play Bogyok. So yeah, the big thing about in Yokofudori is whenever you can move the rook here or not. Because this is really hard to defend, right? A pawn drop is the only thing you can do. And having a pawn here on the attacking file, that's a pain. So you shouldn't allow your opponent to do that. Here you're threatening to exchange the bishops and to promote your rook. So your opponent exchange it first and then move the rook. And now you have the chance to do the same, yeah. So it's kind of weird opening right now. Your gold is in a weird position. If you had the knight here, then it would be symmetrical, apart from the king position. But you have the gold here. And the knights are like another good piece to like use in the opening, because the king is in the center and the knights will attack the center. And then you go back for no reason. Maybe you're afraid of bishop drop. So now your opponent will try to use the knight. Ah, diagonally! Not the diagonal gold again! Ah, I swear, if I see one more gold... Mifa and Abigail, if you have a diagonal gold in your game, I need a warning right now. But the rook is already restricted, my dear friend. Drink a shot when the gold goes diagonally, yes. Sounds like fun. I'm gonna drink tea. I should drink more water. I will get water later. Well, the problem is, this gold is your defensive body. I don't want to get sick though. Yeah, Rico, yeah. You may see some in my game. Oh no. Escape puff. Alright, let's see this. Alright, guys, you can place your bets. How many points Mori lost on this move? Place your bets in the chat right now. Last time it was 700. Chat saying either 1000 or 500 or 600. 800. Alright. Wait, this game was already analyzed? No, just the page didn't refresh. 500? Yes, the computer evaluation, yes. Is high score good or bad? Where the more points he loses, the worse it is, right? Yeah, definitely today the drinking challenge, we're not gonna survive that. Alright, so we're gonna wait a little bit more. It looks a suspicious move, but not immediately tactically losing. I'll go with 200. Oh, Journey. Oh, Journey. Oh, Journey. Alright, let's see this. Oh, Journey is right. It's 200, my dear friends. It went from minus 131 to plus 100, which will be around 200, 300. That's suspiciously low. That's why he beat Katagami Sensei. Definitely, yes. Definitely, Rika. Perhaps. Yes, perhaps this is what Mori is mentioning, that it does make a use of gold. It does activate the knight next, although we have to be careful of this bishop drop. And perhaps it also in the future will block this knight jumping. So it's not so bad, but I don't like it personally. There is some different reason why this is good, I believe. Alright. This wasn't the worst diagonal gold, it seems. We learned something. Pawn 4-4? No. Because pushing the pawn makes us space under the pawn in the future, I guess. Yeah, in the meaning of like blocking the knight, yes. Actually, I have no idea. I said no so quickly it surprised me. Maybe the difference is that, yes, we cannot use the knight. Simply speaking. The gold will be stuck there. If this knight comes, we have the option of like using this gold to defend. But so we could if the gold was here. What else? We have more control over those squares. If it matters, I do not know. But if the gold is on for free, it's a target on for free. That's true. Perhaps it's less of a target to be in the square it is right now. Alright, let's see. So our knight is going to die. Eventually. But so is our opponent. There are pawn drops here. But he also have a knight here. Alright, I can tell that. No? No? Yes? I thought the spike will be higher. How many moves? No, it's 300. It's already big. Yes. So it's called a sniping bishop, like a sniper bishop. I see you're lurking over that gold while going for the knight. That's an interesting idea. The question is it defendable? So he will defend both. Did my headphone just die? You're gonna defend them both. Alright. Let's see next. Yeah, the problem is I have no idea about Yakov, so I have to take a lot of time thinking about each move. No idea how to judge the position. So now our knight is dying. Why? Oh, to attack the gold. Okay. Was this a bad move? I don't understand. So if we do that, we're planning this and this and this and this and this and then this and then this, and then we still lose the gold. So yes, so here you're losing to the pawn drop. But the bishop is supposed to even worse. Oh my god, this spike drop. So why is this very bad? Because you could have promoted the pawn. Apparently you could promote knight takes, pawn drop, silver takes, bishop drop to 1-4. And then sacrifice the rook. Oh god, computer. Whoa, this is a cool variation. Let's see. How do I add a variation? Apparently we can sacrifice the rook here. Well, this would be clearly winning. If this happened to be. That's super interesting. Wow. Sacrificing the rook like this. So in the Anaguma game, we always say that the gold is better than the bishop. But apparently in the Yakov Dori we can disrespect rook a little bit more. Because the camp is quite rook drop resistant, usually. And here the diagonals are also very, very strong. There's a Thai proverb that is, the most dangerous place is the best place to hide. Remember that a brave king doesn't need a good castle. Is it though? The most dangerous place is the best place to hide? I mean, we say in Europe, how do we say it in English? The darkest place is under a street lamp or something. We say that, you would expect the light there, but actually it's the best place to, like, hide something. So I guess in the same meaning, you should hide in obvious place so that it's unexpected. Interesting. And Journey says knight drop to 7-4. I don't think we have the knight, that's the problem. We have a pawn. Unless you mean here, in this variation that I just shown. which was pawn drop. But I started with pawn drop, right? So we cannot really drop the knight there. Oh no, wait, sorry. I started with pawn push. My bad. Pawn push. And then the knight drop. Yes, you're right. We can do a check though. With a very scary looking bishop drop. Instead of rook promotion. We can double check that with this. Also, I just noticed my overlay is not showing, so we shall fix that. The variation we're looking at is... The computer is showing this one. Okay, let's see. 5 seconds evaluation. So it's -4. Gote, this side. So pawn drop is proposed, and then we're gonna get the rook and drop the rook here, forking the king and the bishop. So we're gonna choose the wrong variation. Pawn drop 3-6 was the proposal. Yeah, that's another move, without taking the horse. Okay, let's say that we make the mistake of taking it. So it was 2000 points. And it dropped to 1000. So my proposed move was quite inefficient. There's a knight drop here apparently. Yeah, that's scary looking. So this is why it's bad, because there is this knight drop. I mean, it's not bad, it's worse. Yeah, it's better than fork. Okay, let's consider the fork. It's 3000 points for bottom side. So you just lost 2000 points on that one move. Never run from... Yeah, yes, as I said, this pawn promotion is very dangerous. I have the new high score for worst move, Moritz. Yeah, basically he's gonna start escaping. So, yeah, I also lost here, so taking it, I lost 1000. The higher the better. So if we take this, and then we block the thing, yeah. I like how they're defending the fork as well. We don't care about the rook even in this variation. So general thing that we learned by watching those variations is, for one, perhaps this king is safer than this king because this pawn sacrifice will be combined with the attack on this rook will be very scary. This knight drop is not a scary in comparison. If the knight drop would be just alone, that would be a great move. But we don't have the luxury of time here. And taking the bishop, sorry, the previous variation, which is no. The pawn promotion and the bishop sack. We shouldn't take it. Therefore, we should bully the rook, right? But I was wondering what happens if they take here. Do we take the rook instead? Do we expose the king, then take the bishop, perhaps? To pawn promotion, king takes, take the, yeah. Oh, alright, we're gonna defend with a gold drop. Because we can take the gold from there. We're gonna defend here. I like how we promote this bishop instead of taking the gold. Wow! I'm glad we checked this version. This is epic. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are we surviving this? This version is crazy. I mean, the computer didn't read like super carefully, but yeah. Yoko Fudori beauty. The beauty of Yoko Fudori, yeah. So this seemed to me like the most like forceful variation to take the gold, but as you can see, this bishop is very painful. I hate computer. Yeah. But it allows us weak beginners, Mifa, to learn a little bit more. So as some conclusion, this bishop is only good if you utilize it immediately. It's a very strong move. Bishop here. He didn't like it. And the problem is our knight's head is exposed from the beginning. Wow, 2 hours. Ah! Mori. Yeah. 1 minute pyramid. Do you want to do my favorite thing in the world? This was in Biomi. I don't know what I was doing. How much time did you spend on the gold drop? 10 seconds. 10 seconds. The lady was barely reading. Not sure if they even read. They don't even read the Biomi if you don't get to 30 seconds. He opened her trap card, yes. It's the pressure of Biomi. Did the computer even read? Didn't even read it. Well, then it's something we have to work on more then. If you feel pressured to play in 10 seconds in Biomi, it means you're not using the Biomi correctly. Yes, Journey, I agree. But Mifa is on the level where it benefits him. Practice opening. That makes sense, yeah. Okay, what did I want to check? Oh, I was showing the wrong overlay, sorry for that. To check this. We had chance here, actually. Oh, the bishop was better here. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, this was overplay. But then the biggest overplay was 10-second move, yeah. Here we still have a chance if we keep the rook, because he has only gold and silver to attack. And around here we had a great move to try. Because this is a mistake from his part. Bishop drop looks good. Yes, you had the right idea, definitely, Mori. No, you play good moves. There's no wonder, like, I mean, you are 1Q, right? So definitely you have the right ideas. But you should read them more, especially in Biomi. We should... It seems like the Biomi is your problem, so you could train it a little bit more. Seeing in this game and seeing your excuse. And that shouldn't be an excuse, we should get rid of it. Alright, next. We have Mifa's game again. 0+3 is... No. 0+3 is too short, too short. So Sente is the upper E, and Mifa is Gote. So we are kind of showing the idea of going for the Anaguma. The computer is pushing 6-4 early, well, after castling the king. And then Mifa attacks here, attacking, protecting the pawn. We could force like a horse here, but I'm not sure if it's beneficial. Because this line will be open. 6-4 is bad move. Okay. Meantime, we're gonna analyze it. Okay, yeah. So here we go, right? Is this 6-4? No. We're gonna force a horse, but this line will be open. And now the fight against the horse starts. The horse is being slowly blocked off. But very strong position, very strong piece on the board still. The computer is doing, like, computer doesn't have any more pieces to move, right? Wait, Santa is here actually. Sorry, Santa is here. Computer. Mifa doesn't have much pieces to move. The gold is here, the silver is here, so the castle is correct. It's finished. Maybe I should flip the board to make it easier to understand. No, I wasn't thinking like who beat who. I was just looking at the position. I was wondering if this horse is good enough for this side or not. So now we're looking from Mifa's perspective. So Mifa has no pieces to move and he tries to activate his bishop and his rook, which is what you should do, right? But the horse looks very strong. Now we can put a pressure, but we're also pressured. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, the gold is coming diagonally. Pawn 6-4 look normal? You mean this one? I don't think it's a mistake, but we have to defend this square somehow. Yeah, maybe it is a mistake. Allowing the horse. It's kind of dangerous, yeah. Bishop 5-3 was a mistake, says Mifa. Yeah, because the bishop went here, the head became a weak point. Honestly, it looks already like a tough battle because they have 4 general castle, right? We have 2 generals on the left. The rook and bishop are stuck, and to oppose this, Santa has horse in the middle of the board, with rook to be almost like the pawn, rook's pawn also almost exchanged. It looks very unpleasant to play against. It's almost like Anaguma without having Anaguma. Yeah, and finally they break through. They get a piece. And we cannot defend with a pawn drop because the pawn is here, so another piece. So knight exchange for a general, that means that the piece disadvantage becomes even bigger. And the resignation. Yeah, computers are evil. And this is the diagram. I play out of 4 file, and I can confirm if you let the bishop take the 6 for pawn, it's not easy for 5 side. Wrong move order can easily punish you. Yeah. I'm surprised that the says that wait, it says that Santa is better? Yes. Because computer doesn't like free bishop. So it seems like this was the small mistake we're talking about, right? Those 3 moves again, right? Here the computer is proposing to give up on this pawn and move the silver up. Yeah, but it's not so easy, Journey. Because Mifa has a deeper meaning behind this pawn. He tried to do it without moving the gold, kind of. It's not so easy. Yeah. And then here the computer prefers gold instead of the silver. Perhaps to not allow another pawn being taken. And the horse would be forced off this line rather than staying in the center. It's not very obvious though. And another mistake, right? But here computer started making mistakes, which is kind of funny. But yeah, not for long. Now that it becomes very reading wise, the computer won't be making mistakes. Here though it drops a little bit, it's kind of funny. It doesn't matter. But this is what Mifa said, like once you make a small mistake against computer, he's gonna make sure that he keeps the line over that line. He's gonna make sure to play at least good enough moves. The line never drops far away. If you play against human, we have those sudden drops, right? Against computer, this is not gonna happen. And this is why perhaps computer is not a good training partner. Because Shogi is also about finding those drops and like turning them around. It's a game where you come from behind, right? Computer doesn't allow you to teach you. But Mifa is learning the opening. which, well, you could argue is computer a good opening teacher, but it allows you to eliminate those tiny mistakes that human might miss, perhaps. Yeah, thank you, Mifa, for sharing. It was very teaching experience. We can't punish mistakes if the computer doesn't make the mistakes you need. Exactly. Exactly. You can have a good fight, like the longer you keep this straight line, the better. Or like if you manage to like make it not go quickly high up, it means like the centipones, right? If you keep it low enough, that's good. And also if you want to learn the proper answer, the sharp moves, that's good. But it can be very demoralizing, demotivating, as Journey said before. At least one mistake and zero blunder is what I'm happy about. Yes. Alright, thank you, Mifa. And we go to the final Kifu from Abigail. It's gonna be Gote again. Today all the games are Gote. Very one-sided. Cool. So Abigail becomes a computer. Got it. I fully Bisha. What is this? Shenanigan. Thanks for reviewing it. I played against Engine with more than 1 hour time control. Next week, if you don't mind, to see me get beaten by an Engine. Yes, Mifa, I always enjoy high level Shogi, even if it's Engine. Especially your games, so please share again. To simplify the position. Yes, let's give him a major piece. That's gonna simplify it. Actually, running away simplifies it because he don't have more pieces in hand to attack with. So I'm not sure about that logic. And no horse anymore. Alright. Yeah, Abigail's style of playing is more like defensive type of shogi. Like Kimura sensei. Nice. So let's see how many points you lost by giving up that horse. 300, says Jen. I mean, it's still winning. Like, horribly winning, but... Sure. 400, says Synchro. Mifa being defensive. Ha! Well, to be honest, I didn't see a lot of equal games from Mifa, so perhaps maybe, yes. If you successfully take most of the pieces, calculation does become easier. Well, if you take more pieces by sacrificing a piece, the number of pieces doesn't go down, so it wasn't a simplification. Oh yes, guys, Jen, shh. Did you notice something new about our server? People opening Discord in panic. Click, 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 click. That's what I expect. In reality, nobody cares. Yes. Not the icon, everything. The background, the... Jen made this epic version of the boat and I love it. And now we have more upgraded one. Hope you guys like it too. Jen sold his soul to a devil in order to make the water reflection of the boat. The shadowing. Mwah. The sail. The engine is not visible anymore, which is kind of sad, but... I wonder what my style of shogi is like. More aggressive, I guess, synchro. You're a central rook player. Oh my gosh! How many points is we the most lost today? 200. This is almost 200 drop. Whoa. Okay, which move was it? Whoop. Oh yes, this one. We can agree on that. We can all agree on that. Woo! This is why I was siding so hard as well. Okay, so we were talking about taking the knight move. So here, no, here, Abigail has 400 points of advantage. And if he would play the rook, that would be 4,000, sorry. 4,000 points of advantage. Now what he played was this move, which means he dropped to 3,912. So it was less than 100 points. Boo-boo, nobody guessed it correctly. So yes, it didn't matter at this point. 7 in precision, 0 mistake, 0 blunder, yeah. So guys, it might be a little bit educational, but with era of computers, it's easy to like get freaked about all those drops and things. On your level and like level of most dance in general, or even my level, the most important thing is not to do this. Those are scary moves that you make. Those are the biggest mistakes that will immediately decide the game. So as long as you don't do this drop, this kind of drops. Oh, the reason was that... Oh, this drop wasn't this bad, actually. This move was even worse. Okay. As long as you take care of your piece material, take care of your king, don't walk into tsume. That's very important. That's the basic. And then, as you know the basics, you can work upon it to make those mistakes smaller and smaller and smaller. Fuji-sensei is so scary, not because... Well, because he can read... Okay, let me rephrase that. Fuji-sensei is so scary because he don't make big mistakes. Not that he doesn't make mistakes, but he don't make big mistakes. Or he makes less mistakes than, for example, Habu-sensei does. Somebody compared it with statistical data, and he basically made less mistakes. Or less scary mistakes. Just make this drop smaller and smaller and smaller. This is what not happened when I play against AJ. You did well, right? You had 0 mistakes or 1 mistake. Was it 1 mistake? Make this 70 pound loss smaller. Since we're at level 2 server boosted, our invite link also has a new splash image we can put. Yes, I did put it already. This board, was it? if people will join. Oh, Tadpole is here. Nice. Join the Toads server, guys, if you did it. Yeah, if you open our link, it's gonna have the boat behind it. Oh, never mind, it opened it in my Discord. But yeah, here it is. Yeah. And we only have one review, so if you guys wanna add upon reviews whenever it's good or bad, feel free to do so. Feel free to roast us. So that was our last game of today. Yes, they are a little bit more vibrant, I believe. I like how there's old boat behind. I think this is old one. It's behind. I mean, it's sharper, right? It's not paint. The first boat I did was like paint boat. That's kind of funny. This one looks much sharper, right? And there's like small, tiny... Oh, I cannot zoom it, but there's like Shogi Harbour written on the boat as well. Such a detail, wow. Come for Shogi, say for chinchillas, yep. Alright, so let me talk about the next week and about our awesome tournament that you all should join. We have registration until July 7th. Tourney to Jozu, tourney to Shodan, tourney to Masters, tourney to King, tourney to Queen. We have this season 5 tournaments that's gonna wait for us. Oh yes, we should raid Ganjin, yes. We already have 34 players registered. You still have time to boost your rating before the tournament starts, but even if you register and you boost the rating before the tournament starts, I'm gonna I always double check ratings, so we can always change it. But yes, we have still some time, so you can boost your rating. Invite your friends, especially if you have female friends. Turning to Queen, we will have 3 ladies pro playing against top 3 players. It's a very big chance to try your best against Lady Pro, and I promised none of those lady players will be me, unless I won't be able to find a third one, but I found 2 already, so I promise I will do my best so that's a different person than I am, so that you can get to know cool new Lady Shogi Pro as well. And this is a handicap tournament, so it should be less stressful than the other tournaments, so please invite your female friends. So far we have 4 players, and yeah, ladies can join both one of those tourney to J, tourney to S, tourney to M, plus tourney to Queen, so you can play both. No, Satomi, I won't be able to invite Satomi. No, that would be too scary. Maybe somewhere later. I'm trying to make one of my female fellow to play in TTJ and or TTQ. That's great, Abigail. I wish I'm a girl now. And then... Oh, Spinal is playing. Yeah, Spinal is joining our... Oh, ISF! The qualification tournament is on. We will have next stream next Saturday with the Joseki after my Navi match, so I'm not sure how I will feel, but I will do my best to be there. We're gonna have a chess stream with Paul Sunday, and we're gonna have a usual stream next week as well, so I'm gonna wait for your Kifu. Still have to push her a little. She's intimidated because she's beginner and didn't play for quite some time. Tell her that she has some time to like unrust her skills because it's still July 7th. So yeah, play with her slowly, perhaps she will agree. There is some advertisement going on. I feel like I wanted to talk about something, but I forgot. There's always so much things I want to talk about. Maybe it doesn't matter. It's almost midnight, yes. I told her that lots of people in TTJ are her level. Tell her that everybody are super nice and do the post-game discussion together, so it's not about competition, it's about learning together. She doesn't have to win immediately. There is X-Shrek Ogura-pan playing in Shogi Arena now. And playing someone who's beating him 4-1. Ooh. Hmm? Here? Ogura-pan? Hyper Rapid. It's not on the list. Oh, here. He's a Shurek guy? But you don't know which level Shurek guy? Yeah, his rating is 2000. This bishop was free, by the way. Maybe it's a quick game. Yeah, it's 10 minutes. They have 6 seconds left. It's hard to judge somebody's strength if they play very quick games. He's YouTuber streamer, okay. Well, if he's streamer, shouldn't it show in his... It doesn't say how strong. The Shogi teacher. Should be pretty strong. And if he's losing, it means that his opponent must be very strong as well, right? He's live now. On Shogi Wars, he's 5 down. So quite strong. That's so cool. Thank you, Jory. Shelf checkmate. Wait, this is not the one. Should follow. Oh, I'm not logged in. Sounds like time ran out for somebody. Should follow. Rain is super strong, yeah. Rain is like crazy strong. So what happened here? Time up indeed. Wait, Spinal Tap time up? Who the hell is Nicholas? Is it Tomita? 100% record against Kima. 100% of catastrophic losses, so no. I also played one guy. He totally destroyed me. There are some pretty strong guys on Shogi. Pretty strong guys. Okay, so how do I open? I click this, and then I click this, and then we can see. Oh no, Spinal got out, it means. Wimart also lost. Oh no. I want Spinal and Nicholas to join my US Shogi tournament. You can invite Spinal on our Discord. Alan lost round 1. Which one is Alan? It's only 5 minutes 30 seconds for ISF inter... Why is it so short? We would have never allowed for qualification tournament for such an important festival to be this short. We would have never allowed that. Socrates. Never allowed that. Jesus. America's rough. Rough boy. In one day. You could finish it in one day. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4 games, right? But 5:30? Jesus. Can you imagine? It's more like a luck. It's not a great place to be a Shogi player. Well, you're working on it. At least you have a tournament, right, Rico? Well, Mifa, that's because you just destroyed him. Yes, so there is a tournament that is going to be little bit longer timed, limited, 20 minutes plus 1 minute. You can join. Sounds fun. Lily will be there. Hero, Adrian, Synchros Park. So cool. If you're from America, you can join. I believe Nicholas was Tomita, right? Or not? Nicholas? Is it Tomita, Eric? Rico, is it Tomita? Is it Tomita? Is it he? Is it him? You probably don't know. I'm just begging you. Yeah. I don't know. Tomita is very strong. He was... I'm not sure if the winner, actually. Hopefully I can deal with my health issues. Hopefully you will. I said it's a big tournament, but actually this year it's gonna be online, so maybe it doesn't matter this much. The only ones I know are Socrates, Vineyard, Spinatop, and I think Seymour. Okay. For some reason I think Nicolas was Tomita, but I don't know why. Does his profile say anything? No. And it says LA, so... World Shogi League Division A. I don't know. 68% win rate. That's... Would also indicates a very strong player, so... Maple Sugar Lover is the only US player I know. Personally. You know Alexei, right? Jen, did they even promote this event at all? This one? That's a question to American players, I guess. Is that Alexei with the YouTube channel? Yes! I think he's from US. Well, according to his profile at least. I'm on Twitch and YouTube. He's from United States. Yes, Hengen. Profile. I don't know, that's something political. This event was discussed in USSF emails, but I was actually excluded from those ones for some reason, says Rico. You guys have to work up the communications in America. Santa is victorious. Wait, why did my game change? Hello? Wanted to... He was destroyed. There's also something like people are not used to certain openings, perhaps. Oh, the diagonally moving gold. This is what was his doom. It's not useful to defense anymore, right? So this is one example when that gold is bad. Practical example. Yeah. Yay. I love this boat. Let's refresh this page. Okay. Why is this person avoiding all those games? Crazy. Mifa hates fast games. Makes sense. I also don't like them much. Is this threat mate check? Not really. Lotte seems to have advantage. Chova is the 1-1 against Socrates. Yeah. You wanna see that game quickly? Chova has a YouTube channel. Is he American? Wait, what am I trying to do? Chova. YouTube channel. So what does he say? He says... Domo di teenager. Not Showa Tomoshi. So he's teenager. He likes Oyama sensei and Masuda sensei. He has a YouTube channel. It's targeted for foreigners, but he also speaks Japanese. And he made a Saikuru, Shogi Club. Sanken Bisha study are down there, and also he studies Gangi. He invites every Furibisha and non-Furibisha players. You might fail at the first time, and that's okay. After the game, analyzing is really significant. Also, collaboration. If you collaborate with other people, they'll motivate you, and then try again. Finally, you will succeed. Facts. F-A-C-T-S. Failure, analyzing, collaboration, try, success. Remember, guys, facts. He comments in both? That's cool. Wait, am I subscribed? See if I'm subscribed or not.
So, like, if the opponent attack with good I forgot to say one thing. So basically, you're just castling into mini castle. Okay. Okay, so now that the opponent has two choices, so one is rapid and the other is waiting. If he doesn't, that's the option.
Okay, I'm gonna double check if I'm subscribed to that channel. Yeah. Okay. Maybe he likes Dracula. Maybe he watched Castlevania. Yes, I am subscribed. That's good. And if you guys are not subscribed to our second YouTube channel, you should definitely consider that. If you ever miss a VOD, it's gonna be there. Alright, back to this game. Alright, but it's past midnight, so he did wanna be there at 2100. Sounds good. Maybe I should watch those series, because my 81 dodger rating is actually below that. So maybe I should come back. So, please guys, enjoy the International Shogi Festival. And Ganjin is still streaming. If he's still streaming, we shall rate him.
Le désavantage, c'est que tu as déjà posé ton fou et pas lui. Et le fou.
Price in 2000, yep. Stars and stripes forever in the background, yeah. So thank you so much guys, see you on Discord as usual, and have a great Sunday. Take care, and bring your Kifu next week as well. I really enjoy studying with you guys, so bye bye.